Hello and welcome back to SML, the point after, the biggest, the best show on the SML network now for Primer. I'm Primetime 000, joined by four guests: ZBD Pats fan, R Powers, Pioneer, and Tug the Rope. How's it going, gentlemen?
Pretty good. Going okay. Just got in from an officiating meeting, so doing pretty good.
Hey guys, we're gonna go ahead and get right into this thing. If you guys aren't familiar with SML, the point after, it's a free-for-all battle royale. There's some power-ups. They'll be popped up on your screen. Guys, the power-ups are in our group chat to help you understand the rules on what you can use. I just kind of make up the rules as I go as well. At the end, the highest score wins. So we'll start off with the drop. And simple question: what's your guys' thoughts on Madden 25 / the direction of Madden 25? And Tug, we'll start with you.
For me, one of the biggest things, very underrated, the music. They finally added some real music, real artists, real songs. It's been, since Madden 2003 since they had a good soundtrack in there. So, happy about that. And then another thing I'm a big fan of, they got rid of that momentum meter. One little play could ruin your entire game plan. And then all of a sudden you're out of it, fighting that momentum the whole time. So that was glad to see gone. Now, some of the other things, I was played NCAA coming into this year, so I got used to that for about a month or so. And then first game I played was in the league, and it was just so much slower response. That was shocking how much slower it was, because I would have thought Madden maybe a little faster, professional players, but really slowed it down for me, which in turn, it was good. I actually like how Madden plays a little bit better than college football. But, so, very good game otherwise. I feel it's going the right direction compared to last year's game.
Does anybody want to disagree with them and say college football is better?
It's so subjective, really, is what it boils down to.
I will say college football has the recruiting. Madden can't be recruiting.
CFP does have recruiting.
All right, ZBD, you're next. I'll let you kind of segue right into your.
Yeah, it's super subjective between the two, because CFB does play a little bit faster, at least just in terms of the tempo of the game. It's like it'll move a little bit faster from play to play. For me, I think the really interesting thing about this year's Madden, in addition to the music, like what Tug said, is that when you look at just how many new formations and new plays they threw in. And that'll be something that'll probably get discussed more a little bit later on. Yeah, but when you look at the sheer volume of them, and then you look at the effect that it seems to have had on how the defense plays, like I'll admit I'm not a big fan of how they've taken away some of the defense's tools to react to certain things, and I wonder how much of that has to do with the fact that because of the new plays in, it may have broken some of the defensive logic. But I feel like there's a lot to it, and I just think that while it is a step somewhat in the right direction, I still think that there's a bit that they can do to try to add a little bit more balance to the game. It feels like it's almost gone a little bit to the, for lack of a better term, casual side of things. And I know that we all here are pretty sim, so it just feels like it's went a little bit more toward the like casual arcadey style to some degree. I can't say to what degree, but I wonder how much of that is just because of how the new plays work versus what's gone on in terms of defensively.
Okay.
But that's just my personal take on the matter.
Yeah, good. R Powers, what do you think?
Reportedly they made almost $500 million last year with Madden 24. I don't know. I just think we could do a lot better. Them being the only game in town really sucks. We're still looking at the same crowd over and over and over, the same away from the field. You're seeing the same things. You're still having cornerbacks get all funky every blue moon, running the wrong way, doing the wrong thing. I agree they took the momentum meter out, and I was all for that. I wasn't a big fan of it, but I don't think they've taken it out of the game. I still feel that you can get momentum, and it can feel it in the gameplay itself. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not a creator of video games by any means. I'm on the other end. I like to play this stuff, and as long as they're the only ones that hold the license to the NFL, this is what we get, and all of us are going to continue to pay our $60 a year. And then hopefully somewhere down the line they can get some competition, because we all know in life, competition going to go ahead and make things a lot better. So that's where I'm at on it.
Yeah, and to your guys' point, they do have the momentum meter. It's just an option to turn on and off. My tinfoil cap theory, real quick, it's going to be a new added feature for next Madden, maybe inspired by college football, some more home field advantage stuff. It's my theory that they're going to add in for next year.
Hey, I'd like to bounce off of that though. If you play in some of those stadiums in college football, I've been playing
It
with
gets
my buddies here in
loud.
town. Dude,
It
it's
gets
not even loud.
loud.
Like the whole, I'm having
It
seizures.
messes
The
with
whole
how your
screen
offense
shaking.
Ah,
Yeah, like the buttons are gone. I don't know who's where. I get it. It's supposed to. That's what it's supposed to do. But you can beat a guy. For instance, in town, I have buddies. I haven't lost to this guy for 30 years, and because we're playing in Oklahoma and his crowd, the whole screen was shaking. I didn't have any buttons, no letters on any of my players. It was absolutely asinine, and I don't know. I get it, but I mean, when it just wrecks the gameplay, I don't see the point.
I agree with you on that. It's the
For college.
different home field advantages in the college game with how those stadiums work. They can be so disruptive just from the sheer amount of stadium sound, and sometimes like
It makes it unplayable.
yeah, it makes it almost unplayable at times because you can't do anything to counter things, even if you see it coming. Like if you see, like if you can see somebody that's about to bring a zero blitz, you want to try to do something to hot route to get somebody out there to get an answer to it. And sometimes in some of those college stadiums, the volume on those stadiums is pumped up so high, your receivers can't hear the hot route at all. And as a result, it just completely screws you over, and you're just very much like, okay, I guess I just gotta get rid of it or just eat the ball.
yeah.
But
To counter that, for college, I do like it. I think it's appropriate.
yeah,
Some of these schools going to somewhere like Alabama or something, they're already bad at communication, bad at adjusting, bad at reading. So if they're going to go to a stadium where they can't hear to begin with, they're not going to be able to adjust on the fly still.
Yep.
NFL is a bit different. They're pros. They know what they're doing. They can hear better. They know how to call and direct plays more. But for college, I think it works.
Yeah. Pioneer, we maybe saved the best for last. What do you got for us?
They all hit it on the nail. It's all pretty good. The gameplay. The only thing I really see that's real jukey, real bad is on kickoffs. When if you kick it to the right or left, that one on the side will just stand there and kind of hover all the way down. If you guys have noticed that, I don't like that on the gameplay. The zones that needs to be fixed. Like Power said, it's a $500 million company, and they can't even fix those simple things. But other than that, I like the gameplay. I like how I can stand in the pocket and deliver a pass. That it seems like more if you get out of the pocket, you have disruption. If you stay in your pocket, I feel like you can make the accurate throws. The running is a little not as OP as last cycle. You actually got to it's not last cycle. It felt like it was just more of a get in there and run. And then you got to be more theoretical. You can't just do that. So they got a ways to go, but what can we do? It's the only game we got, and I feel like it's a good game.
Yeah, that's good. All right, guys, here's the scoring after round one. I'm going to start off with Pioneer. Made some great points. I had no issues with the points, but he did beat me earlier this season. So he has negative 36 points in round one. ZVD, ZVD Pats fan had 5 points. 5 points. And our Powers and Tug the Rope are tied, both each with 60,000 points each. So you guys, both of you guys get a power up of your choosing for this round. You can self-revive. If you have the lowest score of the round, you will survive and count to the next round. You can airstrike a member and reduce their score. You can revive a member who's out. You can put a gas mask on somebody and shut them up completely and they'll get skipped. Or a deployable decoy can protect you. Guys, our Powers, Tug, what do you want to do?
I'll take the precision airstrike.
Wow, toxic. All right, I respect it. Our Powers?
No, I get to hold on to the power up. Is that the deal?
Yep, you can hold on to it.
Yeah, I think I'll just hold on to it.
All right. So he's going to hold on to his power up. He's going to wait and see.
I'll wait till I'm at the bottom of one of these rounds.
Very, very wise.
Is that possible? Can we do that?
Yeah, yep, you can do that. Hey, we're doing that. I don't really have set rules here. I always kind of make it up as we go. So we're going to move on to the next round. Scores are reset to 0. Guys, what's your dream primer Super Bowl matchup? Tug, what do you think?
So if it's me playing in it, the guy I played a few times last cycle, Jay Shu. He was the Chiefs last cycle. We had good competitive games. He's just a fun guy to play for me.
Yeah, he's a good player. By the way, shout out to Jay Shu. I think he's been handling the game times. It's tedious work, a lot of work. I don't want to do that, so hats off to him for kind of handling that.
He's been rocking it, getting on people, not scheduling.
Yeah, I like that. ZBD, what do you think? Who's your dream matchup?
This is tough because I haven't been in this league as long as some people. I'm gonna go entirely off of what I've seen so far this season. I think you on the AFC side, Prime would be a very fun one to watch, if only because of the commentary, which I think is really good, and I think you have the skills to back it up. On NFC side, hold on, moving the screen over so I can see
He's going to pick at random. Here's what he's about to do. He's about to find a team name. He's going to go on Neon, and he's going to see whose name is in chat tied to that team.
No, actually, I'm not going to do that, but that does sound like a really funny idea to try sometime. I would say, you know what? I'm just gonna throw a bone. Probably say JSU. The little bit I played against him, he can be tough to stop at times once he gets his footing. It felt like it was a really good game when I played against him. It really came down to who committed the fewest turnovers at the end, and I feel as though he has a really good shot. I think there are a number of people who have a really good shot on the FC side, but
Yeah.
I just think it'd be really fun to watch that type of game between the two of you guys.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be a fun game. Pioneer, what do you think?
Just straight off the bat, it feels at the beginning of the cycle when we had Bomber here and everybody like that, it'd be different. But as of right now, I would probably go the Cardinals user. I had a game with him earlier. He played really well. And then Dan. I would go Dan. Like I said, I haven't been here for a while, but Dan and Cardinals would be fun to watch.
Yeah, Dan likes to talk trash.
Yeah, he's not much of a talker out there on the chat, but when he does, he rumps it up for sure.
Our Powers, what do you think?
I'm a good old follow the records and look at the Vikings and the Eagles. They're both doing really good. This is my first go with the SML. I had a chance to play the Eagles. He's one of those guys where you get the feeling like you should be able to beat this team, but he didn't do anything wrong. I threw like 4 interceptions, 2 fumbles, and he took advantage of everything I threw at him and came away with a win. And then, of course, I haven't played the Vikings, but I'm just one of those guys that looks to see who's performing, and so far it looks like those two are. So, sounds like a good thing.
You're good.
Although they're both in the NFC, I'd have to go with the Eagles, and then I think the Lions guy's no longer with us, right?
Yeah, I don't think he is.
Is he still with us? Who was that? Bomber?
Yeah, Bomber's gone. He passed away. Yeah, he's gone.
Oh wow, I hadn't heard about that.
No, he's alive.
Did he really?
No, he's alive.
Yeah, that's what
Flowers.
I would have liked to have seen that, to be honest with you. So on the NFC on the NFC side, I'm going to go with the Eagles, and then on the AFC side, again, the Ravens guy that's no longer with us was a tough go too. But with the way the format's set up, we're flipping through some guys here and there.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're set in stone, so I suppose we'll just go with the Colts.
Thank you very much. I'll take it. I'll take that very much. So here's the scoring: R Powers 5, Tug the Rope 5. Pioneer 6. But ZBD Pats fan, who was at 5, his reaction to hearing Bomber was dead, that pushed him up the top. He now has 7. So he wins that round. No power up, unfortunately for you, because I just decided that round does not have a power up. But we're gonna move on to the second circle closing here. What is your opinion on the new motion plays? Madden's a lot of cheat motion, cheat this, cheat that, yada, 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 kind of mimicking the Mike McDaniel style of offense. We'll start with Pioneer here. What do you think about this? Do you think it's going to be corny? Do you think it's fine? What do you think about all those plays?
If you don't abuse it, I like it a little bit. There's a couple plays I throw in there where I'll have my running back or somebody come in the motion, but I don't like to use that a lot because I like more of the go down and get it. If it becomes too much of an issue, I'm sure we'll find out about it. But as of right now, I don't think it's much of an issue. And unless we get corny people in here, I don't think we'll have see any cornballs abuse it, because everybody really plays him style that I've seen so far, except a couple guys we've had to let go.
Yeah, good answer.
I think you and I both know a guy who might have tried to abuse them Pioneer from our old haunt.
Yeah, I'm trying to be nice right now. Me and you go back a little bit. We were in me and ZBD were in a peak last cycle, so
Yeah,
we kind of went back.
yeah, that's good. Tug, what do you think, man?
I think they're a good idea. I don't run them that much myself so far, but I feel like with Madden, it can easily break it, probably. I like the idea because so many teams use the cheat motion now. Like, look at that Rams-Lions game last night. It was just nonstop cheat motion for both teams. But then with Madden, is the defender going to follow them if they're in man coverage? Will the zone freak out and just go in the wrong zone completely? I like the idea. We'll see how it goes further on down the road, if it still actually breaks the game, but it's a good start.
Yeah, it's good. ZBD, what do you think?
They're so complicated because on one hand, like Pioneer said, I like the concept behind them. You see the motion so much in real life all the time. Like was mentioned, you see it all the time last night. You see it half the time from Miami offense. The thing I have with it in game is that it's one of those things where if you try to rely on it too much, an opponent can kind of pick up on it and try to figure out, okay, how do I counter it?
Yeah,
But it also feels like it really almost watered down the zone logic as a result of it. And so, like, if you run into a zone with that, it just almost can shred it if you're not too careful. So I agree with Pioneer. I really don't think we'll have anyone who just spams the crap out of them. But I'm sure that from what I've seen of the people in charge of the primer, the people who will, you guys are good at making sure that nobody does anything too out there, too cheesy, or people who spam it tend to be reined in pretty quickly by you guys. So I trust that you guys know what you're doing in order to keep it under control.
thank you. Good job there. Our powers.
Yeah, 9 games in, I haven't seen it. In fact, when I saw that as one of the questions, I had to go and kind of YouTube it and be like, all right, what the hell is this? Now, when I'm playing regular just against randoms every now and then, I'll see how somebody moves a guy around, and the next thing you know, he's wide open. And it's absolutely asinine. And then that I knew exactly what you're talking about. So what I've come to do, and I haven't seen it at all. I mean, everybody so far in the 9 games that I've played in the league, everybody, if they are motioning, they're motioning at a limited amount of times. But if I see something like that, I usually just hit an audible. Half time, I don't even know what I'm audibling to, but I just know that if you're in man and they move people around, the men get all messed up on who they're on. So I'll just go ahead and audible, and sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't, but it hasn't been really a problem. So I like it for the realism, but at the end of the day, until it becomes a problem, I'm cool with what everybody's doing.
Yeah, it's good. Just like eating cake or eating a bag of chips, everything's fine in moderation.
Yep.
Well, the scoring is as follows: Tug 12, Pioneer 15, ZBD Pats 122, R Powers 456. We are entering the gulag. R Powers, do you wish to choose your power up before you enter the gulag?
Let's do it. Yeah, let's use it now.
All right. So your options: you can put a gas mask over somebody, make them to where they can't talk. You can precision airstrike somebody's points.
I put my gas mask.
Oh, he's got a gas mask.
Do you want me to grab mine?
Laramie Tunsil.
That's awesome.
No, again, the gas mask. Let's put this on. Let's put it on the Pat since he beat me my first game.
Oh, the Pats
you.
is silenced.
Thank you.
Oh no!
Oh, so
Can you hear you, Pat? What?
that's hilarious. So for the gulag, it's teams. It's ZBD Pats
I
fan.
was actually somewhat hoping you would do that.
So ZBD Pats fan is going to be on Pioneer's team, which means it's all on Pioneer to score all their points because ZBD Pats can't score. And then it's our Powers and Tug on the same team. So Kiss, Marry, Kill. Kiss, Marry, Kill again. Duval, what's his name? Deval. He's a Falcons guy. Trick, R Powers. We'll start with Tug and R Powers. Tug, you go first.
I mean, it's a good thing you put me on our Powers team here because for me, he's the Mary. Do
Wow.
you hear that voice? He's got such a beautiful voice. If I get home to that every night, it'd be phenomenal. Kiss, I would take Deval. He seems like a fun, spunky guy. Maybe a good time for a night or two. And then kill Trick because he's a Raiders fan. Too many Raiders fans around. I'm on a team with one already,
Oh,
but I
come
still
on
marry him.
now.
I'd still marry you.
Our powers.
Come on, we're having. Yeah, I mean, other than me, I think I'm just getting to know the guys at almost 50 years of age. Half the time I have to go and remember who the hell anybody is.
Yep.
Or I have to scroll back up in Discord to remember conversations I have with people to kind of, get back the memory as to who the hell I'm even talking about. So yeah, I think we're a team. We're going to go with what he said. I think that's where we lock it in. I think good teams support their team members.
Wow.
Like, Tyreek Hill found out yesterday on the side of the road.
That's impressive. The body cam footage is released, by the way. If ever anybody wants to see anything entertaining,
Seen that? Seen that? Yeah.
I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it myself, but I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Pioneer, the pressure is on you. You have to score 100 points. ZBD Pats fan is muted. It's all on you.
All
what do you
right.
say?
Well, if I'm gonna marry somebody, it's gonna be our powers. Just because the first time he did the quarter reveal on his teams, I almost fell in love with the voice. So, his partner said, go ahead and marry that guy. And then Duvall, I'm gonna go ahead and kill him because I've actually never beat him in a head-to-head. So at least I'll go ahead and get some payback. And then Trick, I'd go ahead and kiss him because kiss him goodbye because he's not in the league. I don't believe anymore.
Oh, jeez. Is he gone?
We'll go ahead. Yeah, I think Trick's gone. So
What?
just give him that kiss goodbye. So
No, he's here.
100.
He's here.
Trick.
Some bitches beat me last night.
Trick is here.
Is he?
He just beat me in overtime.
Oh, jeez. You. Well, I know which team lost.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh man, I thought that's on me. Well, let's go ahead and scratch that. I don't even know what to say anymore. I totally just messed up on that. But I'm good with my first two, and and then there you go, Trick. I'll go ahead and give him a kiss because
You're sorry.
Kiss is I'm sorry, and his Raiders, I'm sorry for your season. I guess that's what I can come up with on the fly.
It's gonna be a long season.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long season. ZBD, your points don't count for anything because you're muted, but you can give us your content.
I got no comment on it, man.
All right. Wow. He is
It's the
muted.
it's the one question I hadn't really thought of. But what are the options again? I don't know.
He's
anything
muted.
about-
He skipped. ZBD Pats is muted. So the winner is our powers and Tug the Rope. They are the Gulag champions over Pioneer and ZBD. Guys, you have 15 seconds to shout out, say whatever you want. The winners.
Shout out to you guys. Good luck.
Good luck, everybody.
Hey,
Jags taking
have a
the
good,
AFC South in our league here.
NFC North kicking ass, baby. None of us will make it to the damn playoffs, but we're all kicking ass up here.
It's okay. I can't beat my own division.
There you guys go. That is SML, the point after. I'm Prime. That's Pioneer, ZBD, our powers, and Tug. Guys, we appreciate you watching. Until next time, have a great day.
A good one.